Hi, I'm Erica, and I live off-grid in Canada with my husband and 2 kids. We moved to our off-grid acreage almost a year ago now and have made quite a few changes. Lately, the focus has been clearing this area that I'm showing you here. This is what it looked like before. We want to be able to remove this trailer that we barely use and is an eyesore and be able to put a firewood shed where that is and just open up the yard area in front of the house. Now, almost a month later, you can see that Mark has cleared quite a few trees away, and we showed some of that in previous videos. And today we're going to show some more. There's one tree in particular that was quite tricky and was leaning toward the house, so we wanted to make sure that, of course, it didn't fall in the house when we were taking it down. So we'll show you later on in the video how we did that and how it went, how we overcame some challenges with that, but overall we're happy with how everything has gone. This first one was pretty straightforward. Mark did his relief cut, which is that kind of wedge cut at the front of the tree, and then did his back cut almost to the relief cut and pushed it over, and that's how it goes usually. Whoa! This next one was a bit bigger and leaning toward the house. Not the big tricky one, but enough that Mark decided to rope it, and he attaches the other end of the rope to his truck, then makes his relief cut, which you can see nicely here. Now he's going to drive his truck forward, create some good tension on that rope, and then he'll come back and make his back cut. Tree number 3, super small and easy, comes down, piece of cake. Now Mark's getting the rope off of the other tree so he can use it for the big leaning one. Since this tree is so tall and leaning pretty drastically toward the house, Mark is attaching the rope as high as he possibly can, and that way we'll have the best chance of pulling it away from the house and its weight not working against us. He pulls the truck forward before making any cuts. We really don't want to take any chances with this. And then makes his relief cut. So the plan with this one is for me to be in the truck, slowly inching it forward as he makes his back cut. So there's always a lot of tension on the tree. It's always being pulled away from the house. Now, this did not go according to plan at first. I got in the truck and I was ready. I knew what to do. But you'll see in the clip here very soon that as soon as I started driving forward, I knew something was wrong, and I was slipping all over the place. I tried turning the wheels this way and that way to get traction. I probably got them spinning a little too fast, but I was freaking out. So I yelled with all my might for Mark to stop, and it was a miracle that he heard me. He was wearing his ear pro, he was using his chainsaw. So somehow he heard me and stopped. I was so terrified that if I couldn't really soon get traction and he kept going, this tree was going to fall on our house.
Spinning? Okay. It is coming forward a little bit. So keep a little bit of throttle. Try and keep it spinning. A little bit of throttle.
So Mark's solution to this was to grab some twigs and shove them under the tires in the front, and then also to get some ash from our burn pile and throw it in front of the tires as well, and hope that that would give me enough traction to be able to move the truck. So the new plan was to wait until Mark gave me a signal to move the truck forward. So I was only going to do it when he was ready and pretty sure that the tree was ready to come, because it already had tension on the rope. So I was just going to give it a go when the tree was almost ready to come down. And it went perfectly. Couldn't have ended better. Now Mark has the fun job of cleaning up all these tree parts.
My little bonsai, can't squish that. I always cut too low.
You always cut too low?
Yeah. So your back cut should be about an inch higher than your relief cut.
Ah.
So it's a better hinge.
Yeah.
But that cut really well. I mean, that fell right where we wanted it to.
Yeah.
That was good. A lot of wood right there.
Yeah.
Too heavy. Let's count the rings. Each ring is 1 year that it's grown, okay? So we can get a pretty decent estimate if we count these. So the center of the tree is right about there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 26, 27, 28. So they're all probably about the same age. About 30 years.
We've got a lot of problem trees around the side of the house too, so we just took a minute to kind of point those out, talk about them, and then Mark got to work clearing up the giant tree mess.
I'll show you, come here. See these little notches? One there, and one there. So the end to this notch is how long I want our wood to be, so when I split it. So there's 1 piece, 2 pieces, 3 pieces, 4 pieces. And I'll cut it here. And I'll stack this whole long piece over there with all the other wood.
What will you do all of this?
I'll do it with all of them. And then in the summer, I'll come along with this stick and I'll cut them each big piece into 4 pieces. And then it'll get stacked up. Like that stuff.
Would you really come along with the stick? Or would you just cut it in half and half?
Yeah, I'll just cut it in half and then
Yeah.
Why do you need this stick?
So that all the pieces are the same length and we don't have waste, like stupid little short pieces that are annoying. So this way, everything gets cut into the right size. And also, for the most part, I can carry pieces that are 4 pieces long. Although those are gonna have to be flipped. Maybe cut in half again. So, once I cut the big tree into these lengths, they're going to be really heavy, so I don't know if I'll be able to pick them up. This is, what is this? A little over 5 feet, I guess.
First, Mark cuts the branches off of the trunk all the way up the tree, and then he will cut the trunk into those lengths he was talking about that are about 4 firewood pieces long. Such a big mess to deal with from just 4 trees. I'm so thankful though that Mark has the skills and the work ethic and that he builds his strength regularly so that he can do this work and that he sees the value in it, that we're on the same page with that. And we just love this life, even though there's hard work involved. Counter to the messages that we receive in this world today, hard work is not something that's bad. It's not something that needs to be avoided. Things that are worthwhile and of true value come through hard work. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean that we are looking to do everything in the hardest way possible. We're still looking for ways to improve efficiency. So we do want to get a little tractor soon to help with taking down all of these trees because we have a lot more to do. And it does take a lot of time for Mark to move every single piece like this. Our time is very valuable. So in this instance, we're going to get a piece of equipment that will help us to save a lot of time. There's still a lot of manual labor involved in this job, but we want to get somewhere. We want to get land clear so we can move forward with a bunch of our homestead plans. Thanks so much for watching this video. I make a new video every week about our off-grid life and how we try to live intentionally through homesteading and homemaking. So I'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.